the show that up to 2 people are blogging about. It's Kieroneus TV, and I am your host, Kieroneus, and with me is Couchman.
Those numbers are definitely fluffed a little because I know sure as hell I don't blog about this. I'm illiterate.
Couchman, you're killing me here.
No respect.
I pretty much put all my eggs into that basket, okay?
Man, I'm ready. I'm ready for today.
Good.
I'm totally down for today right now.
I'm glad that you're ready, because I'm ready too.
Ugh.
But what I wasn't ready for was something that happened during my usual daily Facebook scroll. I was just going through, and I couldn't help but notice something suspicious on my ad space.
Was it for MySpace?
What's the? Oh Lord. No, something a bit more relevant. I scroll down and I see something that looks like an ashtray. It's this video. It looks. I thought at first it was like an ashtray.
Oh, okay.
But as it turns out, it sort of collapses inward, if you will, sort of like a flower or something, and the edges of it are ridged. And before I know it, I see somebody pushing what looks like a billy club through it, and the caption reads, "Go ahead and have fun," or something like that. And my jaw just drops. It's like, I know for a fact, and listen. But before you even throw accusations my way, I know for a fact that all platforms like this use the kind of marketing where they monitor the kinds of things you're clicking on, what you're watching, and how long you're watching it, and they base what they sell to you on that. Well, while I'm no stranger to the seedier side of the internet, I have specific devices and accounts set specifically for that, because I don't want to taint my good stuff, if you will, with that garbage. So I'm just completely confused as to how it would advertise that to me. Not to mention the fact that I don't really go on that stuff that much anymore. I mean, when I was 13, all bets are off, but
floodgates were open.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you don't know what I'm driving at, that's fine. I don't want to dwell on that topic anyway.
Well, I do. No.
One really fun thing that I saw, that I did see on YouTube, on Facebook, and this is a lot more carefree and lighthearted.
Oh, okay.
Somebody made the post that one of my favorite things about gaming culture today is that Nintendo is a super titan because their main focus is making games that are fun. And this is me being a Super Nintendo fanboy, but I couldn't agree more. That is fantastic. I love that about our gaming culture. And speaking of gaming culture, we have a lot of things to talk about today pertaining to gaming culture. But first, Couchman, I believe you have a little bit that you want to do?
Oh, absolutely. It's been so nice. We had to do it thrice. It is fun. Headlines, or what do we call it? Lightning round, headlines, whatever. It's my segment. Yay!
It's officially a Couchman segment, and unfortunately we don't have the drop yet.
I know, because I'm an idiot. You've made a beautiful one that I love oh so much. But
thank you. It took me 2 whole minutes.
All right. Here we go. This one is brought to you by Wired. Xbox Scarlet is the big gamble that game streaming tech needs.
You mean it's going to focus more on streaming games?
What a shock. Yes.
Okay, yeah. This is for those of you playing at home. The purpose of this Couchman segment, which we call the Headline Lightning Round, is he shows me this stuff that I've done no research on. I have no prior information of.
Right.
So I'm just out of the blue trying to figure out what it is that it might be about. And what I can derive from what you just told me is that it's going to be all about streaming.
Yeah, this is the Xbox Scarlet is the code name for the new I guess Xbox 2 that's coming out, or the next generation of system that's coming out for Xbox. And yeah, apparently it's going to be a giant streaming thing.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. Streaming seems to be the wave of the future, although I don't know if I see it. This is one of those things where I'm real nervous to make a definitive
Stop riding the fence, it must chafe.
It really does. It really does. But I don't want to make a call because I don't know if I see it lasting, but right now we seem to be seeing this entirely new generation of not sports per se, but the whole esports thing being a legitimate, if you will, form of broadcast media. Much like your sports commentators or any sort of international broadcast that people wait months to begin, like your Super Bowls and your basketball.
Yes, good job. No, oh my goodness, you bring up a point that I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking more like, I'm able to download games and we're not going to deal with the CD cartridge anymore. You're bringing up physically what we're doing, streaming.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I didn't even go down that road.
Well, that's what I assumed when you say stream, because usually when I think streaming, I think as you said, what we're doing now, and how it's very popular amongst us gamers.
Wow. Okay, this is the other thing. I don't know. You're able to see what we're looking at right now?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, this is a concept art of what this might look like. What the new generation of Xbox might look like. What the hell are these 3 dials on the side here?
I'm going to go ahead and guess those are just for show.
That's stupid.
Well, they want it's all aesthetic. They want to make it look all future-y and stuff.
But what future piece of tech has dials? That's steampunky.
Have you seen the Jetsons? Thank you very much.
Oh, you mean... Yeah, but the Jetsons was what, 2005?
I think it was 2002. I only know that because of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, where the Jetsons show up. It's like, from the glorious faraway future of 2002. And then Peanut looks at the calendar. It's like 2011.
It's so odd. Harvey Birdman and Space Ghost needs to just have one more show, just like a power hour. That'd be great.
Ooh, speaking of Space Ghost, if you want to see this little video I did where I dubbed our voices over a Space Ghost cartoon, check out our YouTube page, link available below. I did it for Lanad. He's like our biggest fan, dude.
No, I mean there's other fans out there.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure,
we've got fans, but
he was definitely what he came in when we were talking how perverted Twist Tie Girl is.
I'm pretty sure he was pro Twist Tie Girl.
No, he was pro Cannon Crotch.
He was, damn it. Cannon Crotch. There's something I want to leave in my past. But
no,
yeah,
that's the best.
Getting back to the subject at hand, this based purely on the headline that you've presented me with, I'm assuming that this is something that this is Microsoft trying to ride the wave, okay, this it's all going towards streaming gameplay. Well, let's go ahead and harness that. And if I'm being honest, that probably is a good call.
I mean, hell, why don't we do Minecraft Mondays anymore? Is because these damn things are not made to be streaming machines.
Right.
So if that is the case, when I was reading, I picked up streaming as in we're not doing discs anymore and we're just going to stream games. like you would streaming TV shows and stuff like that.
Right.
But I like the way your head was at. I like that. Well, not possible, Xbox 3 or Scarlet is a thing. A possible PlayStation and Xbox killer Google game console leaked. Google plans huge rival to Sony and Xbox. So here we go. We got everybody's been asking for this. And this is brought to you by The Express. A Google console. Google console, which just... Okay, I'm going to let you talk. I'll share mine at the end.
I'm calling BS on this one.
Ooh.
Purely because you can use Google on just about everything. So, I mean, if you think about it that way, everything already is a Google device. I don't see this being a reality. At least not a solid console. Might be some kind of streaming service that you can get as an app on your device, but I don't see an actual physical device being produced by Google.
But don't you see the picture right there?
Yeah.
Again, a concept art.
Now, one physical thing that I did see was Atari. They're coming out with a actual console, which I would be very interested to see.
I was going to say, we've talked about that before.
Yes, we have.
And that little console thing looks beautiful.
Yeah.
With the hardwood and everything else. But
right.
Talking about how beautiful that looks, this looks garbage. If this is truly it, this is just a cube of gray donkey doo-doo.
It looks like a copying machine.
It really does. It doesn't look good. It looks like something from the 90s you would like find in your office. It doesn't look good. So let me ask you this. Do you think Google is actually thinking about doing something like this? Because that's kind of...
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're thinking of it, but I can almost say with 100% certainty that that's not going to happen. I don't have any inside information. Trust me, I'm not as plugged in as I wish I was. But purely based on instinct and intuition, I'm saying that there's not going to be a physical Google device gaming console in the near future. I want to say even in the next 50 years.
Ooh. Let me ask. Okay, two questions. Do you think Google's going to be around in the next 50 years?
That's a tough one. I want to say probably.
Oh, I think the internet's going to change.
It'll change, but it'll still be around. It might not be the mega super titan that it is now, but I feel like it'll probably still be around.
I think it's gonna change, like hardcore, where like Google is gonna be something so effing far in the past that's not even funny. Two, if Google, let's say Google said, yes, this is going to be a thing, this is what it's going to look like, and they came to you personally, how do we make this successful? What, is there something we should, aim towards, maybe something we should try to buy up and stuff like that?
Yep. Make sure you can support Fortnite and...
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, no, that's 100% true.
Focus on streaming.
Yeah.
So that's how I would say that they'd probably rake in the cash bucks.
Right.
I'm a dreamer. I like to think that more people believe that the best kind of console is one, A, physical media is a thing, B, whether or not it's physical media, you have complete and total license to do with as you please your games and device. Once you bought it, it's yours. I mean, obviously, you can't sit there and slap your name on a Mario game, and say, yeah, I made this game. You can't do that, but like you can play it for as long as you want. You can stream it. You can play it with friends, whatever.
You see,
But the reality is, people love them. They're multiplayer shoot 'em ups, and they're I mean, people don't necessarily like microtransactions, but they're willing to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, they're willing to live with them.
Yeah.
That for sure. We see that way too much. This is my suggestion for Google. Team up with Steam. Because if you can do that, you'll dominate.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you'll dominate easy. It won't even be funny. It really would end up being a Sony Xbox killer. And I'm glad this is the other thing. And this is the full title. You notice how they don't put Nintendo or like the Nintendo Switch up there. Because I truly believe that the Poo Poo Companion 4000 is in its own category. It is that awesome. Well, talking about Nintendo and beloved characters, this is older bit of news. We've mentioned this a little tiny bit. I just want to get a reaction from you. Nintendo officially partnering with Illumination on Mario movie via IGN.
Oh, yes. And of course, you pick Minions as the...
Because that is what it is. That is the Mickey Mouse of Illumination.
Everybody was freaking out about that when the Rabbids, when they did that Rabbids crossover. It's like, oh, well, then they're going to have the Minions. It's
Little did they know.
I think that this time around, Nintendo should probably be a lot more involved in the production. If they want to avoid a disaster like with the first Super Mario Brothers movie,
the best Super Mario's movie.
Yeah, that movie's not what a kid would want it to be.
No,
because I remember being a kid and watching it and thinking this freaking sucks. And as an adult watching it, it's like okay, it's not that bad. It's made
not Mario.
They made something out of it. They tried to make it more than what it was, which is just a game where a guy runs and collects coins and jumps on turtles and mushrooms. It's like there's not a whole lot to work with there. So I don't understand. I mean, now these days Mario's got a freaking huge multiverse mythos going on with galaxies and gods and demons and stuff like that. But back then, it was just a simple running on mushrooms kind of thing.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what they go with. Will Mario talk? That's what I want to know. Because like usually it's... You know what? Here's my prediction.
Okay, let's hear it.
They're going to give Mario some kind of sidekick who isn't Luigi. I mean, Luigi will probably be in it, but he's not going to be like the talky guy. I think we're going to get like the kind of character we get in those Mario RPG games. Like, what's her name?
Goombella?
No, well, okay, yeah, like Goombella. You know, just like the real chatty character who does all the main talking, and then you got Mario and Luigi talking in their faux broken Italian speak. You know, all that stuff that they do, which cracks me up. I'm sorry, it might not be politically correct, but it cracks me up.
Oh, they would do something like that, wouldn't they? Because the whole like broken bajillion, accents that the minions have, they made an entire movie based on that.
Yeah. So it pretty much, it kind of seems to me like they called in the right team, so to speak. No, honestly,
that's disgusting to say.
If I
wash your mouth out
well, here's the thing: if I see one minion in that damn thing, I will be marching with my torch and pitchfork with the rest of you. I know that we could be pretty reactionary and irrational in situations like this, but if there is actually a minion in the Mario movie, then I feel any outrage would be justified.
You are thinking far too small. You don't understand what this is going to do. Not this one. Maybe, okay. Maybe, you want to, no, not this one, right? I don't know when this is going to come out. I think it's slated for a 2020 release. I'm not 100% sure. But let's just say it's a 2021, right? You bet your bottom dollar that's what, in another 3 years? we'd be looking at another Smash game. Don't tell me a Minion's not going to be in there. We're going to be looking at Mario Kart. Don't tell me a Minion's not going to be in there. Don't tell me that the next Mario Party isn't going to have a Gru level. If this is, and this is the other thing, it will make some money. It will. It's going to have Minions-esque type of jokes in there, especially with the Goombas and everything else. Kids are going to eat that up. Parents are going to be like, okay, fine, this is perfect, as long as it's not another effing Despicable Me movie. Let's go. But it's still going to be the same freaking movie. It's just going to have a different skin on it. If it's successful, and this is Nintendo saying, I'm telling you, Nintendo will just let them in. They'll be like, check it out. You can play as this Minion.
Couchman, I'd like to refer you to the time not that long ago when Nintendo basically refused to allow third-party people get involved with their system, with their software. It's like and it's only a recent thing that they've finally been like, okay, we'll work with you guys.
Right.
All right. I don't believe for 1 minute that we're going to have a Minion in Smash or in Mario Kart or in Mario Party. That is not going to happen.
I'm telling you, man. They opened the door. It's a floodgate, man.
It's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
They will get death threats. Not justified, by the way. Do not send death threats to anybody ever. I mean that 100%. But anyway, but they will, because, life being as crummy as it is, they'll get death threats over that.
You know what would be actually what's actually going to be cool about this movie? So it's going to be really easy to buy some Mario merchandise. You're going to be able to walk into Walmart or Target and just be like, "Oh, here's $5 and I bought this little action figure." Just,
Well, I mean, you can already get it pretty easily.
Yeah, but that's like online and stuff like that.
No, I got a Wario figurine from the Sir Mart of Wall.
Ah, cool. Well, obviously this move for Nintendo is all about the money. Talking about all about the money and Nintendo Switch just shy of reaching 20 million Switch consoles sold, but momentum is slowing. So, congratulations, Switch. You just reached nearly 20 million Switches sold. This is brought to you by Business Insider.
Well, I had heard a report that somebody had lost over, 400 million or billion betting against Nintendo's stock, and Nintendo stock actually rose in recent weeks.
Right.
So maybe momentum is slowing for sales of the console, but
right. Oh no,
that doesn't mean things are slowing down for Nintendo.
Exactly, but no, it makes sense, right? Like this is the thing. And welcome to the business corner, the stocks and sales portion of our program. It makes sense. It's on the bottom end of summer. School is coming up. Parents aren't going to sit there and start, paying for, here's a new console, so, there's even more. I really thought you were going to spill that all over your laptop. I am sorry. But, with school coming up, with the holidays coming up, hell, don't tell me another, I don't want to say 10 million, but I'll say 10 million.
I'll say 10 million. Yeah.
I'll say 10 million between Party, Smash, and mystery third game that has not been released yet.
A lot of people are just waiting for the price to drop.
What do you think a fair price? We both bought it for the same price. how much do you think it should be going for?
The Switch console, I'm not really good at that kind of thing, but
Do you think it's worth what we paid for?
maybe drop it by $100.
Really? See, I think it's totally worth it.
But that's only because I don't really know everything it's capable of. Hopefully, it'll utilize its full potential, unlike the Nintendo Wii did. I mean, it's like, yeah, there were a couple of cutesy little games that utilized the motion controls, but all in all, it just sort of, it didn't seem to have that many games that incorporated its that many AAA titles that really embraced its motion control function.
Okay.
As for the Switch, right now we've got the Labo thing, the Nintendo Labo.
What do you think of that anyway?
I've never done anything with it. I've seen demonstrations of it, and it seems pretty cool. But it's like, what kind of games are we going to get with that?
Right. I mean,
but hey, I mean, this is where the PC people feel their oats. When it's like sometimes it feels like you're paying for stuff that you're never going to use. Whereas when you're putting together a console of your own, you can sort of get exactly what you want and not a bunch of other stuff that you don't need.
right. See, okay. Sidebar on the Lavo. I feel like the Lavo was like, did you ever go like into like your science class and it was like robotics week and all you did was play like with Legos? Mm-hmm. Like I really feel like that's going to be the next thing. Like it's just going to be an excuse for the instructor to bring in their Switch and be like, okay, you guys make this stuff while I'm like up here playing this game, and then tell me when you're done and I'll do this and I'll let you use this for a second.
Hey, Couchman, I bumped the mic again.
Dang it. Dang it, Bobby.
I got big, beautiful feet, okay? They bump into the feet on the stand. Yeah. Well, so I wouldn't bring in my Switch, as the filthy little kids can, the school can pony up for a Switch.
Right. Every school needs a Switch. No Switch left behind. But we've joked about it, but I'm 100 bringing it back to price tagging of the Switch. If it dropped $150, I probably would buy a second one. And like you laugh, but like it makes some sense. Have one that is just like here's the one that's just going to be on the TV 100% of the time, and then here's the travel one.
Yes, Nintendo. Oh, yes, Nintendo. May I lick your boots, Nintendo?
I'm just being truthful.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Yeah, it just kind of seems like we're really shilling for Nintendo here. I'm not comfortable with this. I want a Nintendo on every street corner. The Nintendos will run on time.
I'm just imagining Reggie just at his desk with a cigar. Ah!
Yeah, it's puffing big clouds of smoke. Mr. Big style.
All right. Well, here's the last one, and everyone's been waiting for it. I think I'm just going to make this a permanent part of this. It's not an article, but it's a tweet. And it's a tweet from everybody's favorite person, J.J. Abrams. This is retaining to apparently the first shooting of episode 9 was kind of going on today.
Oh.
So, here's his tweet. Oh, not only was it the first time, we also have the first photo of it. So, bittersweet starting at the next chapter without Carrie. But thanks to an extraordinary cast and crew, we are ready to go. Grateful for @Rain Johnson, and special thanks to George Lucas for creating this incredible world and beginning a story of which we are all lucky to be a part of. #Roman numeral 9.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's started.
Number 9 of your favorite movie series.
Oh, dude, right. But this is the other thing. This was a Dickens to get. So I had to physically just take a screenshot of it. But here's the first bit of air quotations leaked footage of episode 9. Oh, I thought you were covering your eyes. I was like, do you really not want to see this?
Stop drawing back the curtain, Countman.
Never.
It's fine. Let me yawn.
No.
It's very late. Okay, what am I looking at here?
You're looking... Okay, so this is physically his picture. What you are looking at, it took me a very long time to figure this out. What is in focus right now is a camera. What is behind it is who's the stormtrooper? Not Ray. Why can't I remember his name?
That would be
Finn.
Finn, yeah.
Yeah. And you have Finn. So there you go.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
There he is. He's out of focus.
I see him now.
Right.
I have poor eyesight, people. Give me a break.
Right. But a lot of people are kind of clamoring that, oh, it's really nice that he's kind of saying how he misses Carrie and blah blah blah.
Oh, sure, we all miss her.
Right.
I'm not gonna say anything negative about this because I'll look like the king of all douchebags.
No, pass the crown over here, baby.
But as for the sentiment of R.I.P. Carrie Fisher, I definitely agree with.
Oh no, absolutely.
the Star Wars movies, man, I just wish we could have fun and watch some movies and not have to get all political. But it's reached that point now. There's no denying it. It's sad, really.
Okay, what is your give me the, because like nothing about this is political. Right? Nothing about this tweet.
No, there's nothing political about this tweet. It's just a simple...
Is there any chance that this is not going to be political in your mind?
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, no chance in hell there's not going to be something political in it. Maybe they'll tone it down some. In which case I'll give them some credit for that.
Right.
But yeah.
Well,
it'll definitely. I don't think it's going to float your boat at all.
No, yeah, no.
We've already seen that you're done.
You're going to have to tell me how it is. They are not getting my money.
I've mentioned this before. It sucks a lot. One of the reasons that I'm treating this with such kid gloves is because every Christmas for the past 2 movies, my sister has taken me to go see these movies because she's absolutely thrilled by them. Gosh, I wonder why. So it's like it's nice that we could do something together. You know, it's like we generally speaking have common interests, but let's face it. As far as sibling rivalries go, ours was one for the ages. We would fight hammer and tongs most of our lives growing up. So it's. I'm trying to be as positive as possible. So you can kind of see that my own personal thing is affecting this. My own personal feelings.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Like, that's the thing. If it got to a point where, like, this is the thing. I'm saying I'm completely done. Completely pulling back the curtains. I know I'm going to go see this with my one buddy that I see all of my movies with.
Okay.
I know I'm going to end up doing it. Even though I swear to everything, friggin', he came out echoing the same stuff I was saying. Like, I'm done with this crap. We're done. I'm done. No more. I know we're going to end up seeing it because it's coming out Christmas. It's going to be like, what, is there anything else coming out? Like, as of right, what else are we going to go do? Like, watch The Grinch?
Shazam's coming out.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's a month before. Oh, I'll watch Shazam like 5 times then.
Yeah.
I'll give DC my money.
We got that to look forward to. Yeah, I'm just excited about Shazam. Really.
What were we both doing before this started? We were both praying that this doesn't screw up. We were willing to sacrifice things to make sure this was going to go off well. Just please be good.
Yes, I'm begging of you, be good.
It's probably one of the... Okay. It's probably one of the better trailers I've seen. I know this is not something I even went and snagged or anything. I saw the new Venom trailer. I will say this. He does look really cool.
Yeah.
He does look really cool, and if that's the way he's going to act, cool. He's a giant monster who literally just went through the entire, what he is going to eat body part buffet on a dude and was like, I'm going to eat you. That's awesome. That's what I want to see from Venom. But you ruined it for me, so thank you.
That's so unfair.
You did it. You're the one that did it.
Venom definitely deserves better screen treatment. And speaking of classic characters getting their due respect, I'm sure all of you are aware of this by now, but this is the week in review, so deal with it. Everyone's favorite Melmacian Alf is getting a series reboot, according to sources.
Yes.
This could work, in my humble opinion. I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but, for some reason, I think that it could possibly work. And to that end, I have composed a list of elements that I would like to have be in it in order for me to want to watch it.
I love these. I didn't know this is where this was going, so I'm very, very happy this is where it's going.
Just so you folks know, we're on separate sides of the moon half the time, so we don't consult much on what's going to happen. All right, so here we go. Number 1, don't call it a comeback. This should be a remake, not a reboot. Start from the beginning. This should take place in an entirely new setting. This gives us an opportunity to improve where the old show may have failed. I mean, I love the original Alf, but it's not without its flaws. A remake should be an improvement of the old one, not a downgrade or a sidestep. Which is why I think we should definitely start anew. How about you, Couchman?
Yeah, because I 100% agree with you. I think it's the smartest. It's smart to do so the kids can figure out, who this is. The only way, kids under 20 will know who this is because of certain streaming sites that do not pay us to, advertise them. So,
right.
But let me float this past you real quick. What if this is a sequel? Remember, he's already had a movie. And remember...
He has,
And
yes.
remember how it ended.
I don't remember how it ended. It's been such a long time since I've seen it.
I guess, spoiler alert, physically it ends with him just being captured. And then it just goes black screen.
I remember him being on a base, on a military base.
Right, like he's in a base.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that I think that would be kind of cool if that's where the whole thing took place. He was just on the military base, and it's sort of like the alien in that show I don't like very much, American Dad. What's his name again?
Roger.
Roger, yeah, sort of like Roger. But he's on the military base. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. That's essentially what Roger is anyway. He's Alf.
Yeah, he's a very dirty Alf.
A very flamboyant and dirty Alf, yes.
I hate cutting you off. Here's my pitch for the movie. It is a sequel, and it's in real time, so it's been like 20 years since he's been caught. And they basically just end up kicking him out because they're like, okay, we're done with you. Go get a job.
Oh my God! Like he's like they finally acclimated. Like they've made everyone aware that first contact has been made. And now it's just ho hum, and so like they just kick him out onto the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we're keeping, like, for the longest time, it's like we're keeping him here to save you, the American people. And then like 20 years go past, and it's just like, who really cares? It almost kind of, oh man, if you got the same people, not all the same people, but majority who did the original Ted, I think that could actually work really well with.
I didn't much care for Ted, but
right. But even like that went through that, like, oh, the toy can talk. Oh my goodness. And it was like the biggest thing for maybe like 2 years. And it was just like, okay, it can talk. What else can it do?
Yeah, I get you. I just don't want to see Alf smoking a bong or anything, you know?
You know it's going to happen.
It'd be so lame.
You know it's going to happen.
Oh, it hurts. Couch man, why'd you have to? All right, let's get back to it.
Right to you, my man.
All right, number 2, and this sort of segs into what we were talking about earlier. Don't change my Alf. This might be a little controversial, but don't make Alf gay. Don't gender swap him, and don't inexplicably make him talk like he grew up in the projects. It's not cool. It was never cool. It just comes off as some pathetic stuffed shirt trying to look like he's hip and culturally sensitive. And it just seems to be the trend these days. So let's make him black. Let's make him gay. Let's make it a woman. You know, it's like just stop it. It's so stupid. It's such an obvious bid for controversy. You know, no, there's no such thing as bad press, as they like to say.
Right.
So even if people are constantly bitching about it, it's still free advertisement for them. It's like, please don't do it. And you know what? If they do decide to do that, Couchman, we're never going to talk about it again.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
I'm definitely. Hey, we managed to do it with another certain show.
Oh.
We are not going to be a party to it. We're not going to give you guys the free advertisement that you're asking for.
Okay, who do you think would win in a fight, Alf or those things?
Yeah.
Because remember, he eats half of them at least.
Okay, I gotcha. That's funny.
Okay, let me, because you're basically kind of saying like, okay, keep
him the same Gordon Shumway that we know from the old show.
Let me give you a scenario real quick.
Okay.
There's an entire running gag throughout the entire movie. And people mistake him for Donnie Trump because of the hair. Would you be okay with that?
It'd be such an obvious gag, but as long as they only did it like once, I'd be okay with it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really care about Donald Trump.
I want that to be how they announce this movie. Boom! Yeah. Here's the podium, and he just comes up with a suit. He goes, "Just kidding."
It's almost too obvious.
Oh, no, that'd be way too obvious.
In fact, it is too obvious.
But it'd be funny.
I guess. I don't know.
And they'd be able to get that joke out in a BS promo.
No, here's the thing. It would get slammed for supporting alt-right, and then the show would just tank. So don't do it. Do not do it.
They're gonna. You know they're gonna.
Okay. It's their funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you guys. All right. Number 3. this one's optional. It's not a deal breaker if it doesn't happen, but I would deeply love it if they did do this. Give us one day on Melmac, followed by the great cataclysm that destroys it. Like Alf's homeworld, in case you didn't.
No, yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I watched the cartoon.
Oh, damn, that's right. Yeah. When I think of this, I'm thinking of the Coneheads movie, which was great in spite of the fact that it was based on an old SNL sketch.
Right.
One of the things that was cool about it was that it built on the Coneheads universe, and we actually got to see their homeworld of Remulac, I think it was.
I thought they were from France.
France. We come from France. But that was cool. Damn, I love that movie. I need to watch it again. And we should do the same here with Alf. Let's see Melmac. Maybe even make it somehow Alf's fault that it blew up. That might add an interesting dynamic to it. What's that, Couch Man?
I always thought it was a play on words. Because he didn't say like, oh, my home world blew up or anything else. It was the Great Cataclysm. And I always thought he would say it C-A-T. And it had something to do with cats. And that's why he eats cats.
Fan theory. Did he actually say cataclysm? I don't remember him saying that.
He used to say cataclysms. He
Really?
never said like my home planet was destroyed or blew up or anything else. It was always a cataclysm.
Well, no, he pulls out a clump of something from his fur and shows it to them, and they're like, "What's that? This was my street."
Right.
like the place blew up. At least that's what they were implying.
Right. No, they might have said blown up or something, but like. I really just remember him saying cataclysm. Like all
Maybe
the time.
There's huge vicious cat aliens roaming the surface of Alf's world now. Like they've completely occupied the planet and enslaved his people.
Dude, it's gonna be a 3-part movie. he's gonna pull a Superman.
I thought this was gonna be a series.
Oh, you heard series?
I didn't hear series. That was just what I had assumed.
I heard movie.
Well, it's possible it's going to be a movie. I just, like I said, I haven't heard anything other than he's getting a reboot.
Right. Ooh.
Well, whether it's a series or a movie, my list of requirements still apply to it. It's really just those two things and the third optional thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Not much else, no.
Not the glaring one that is staring you right in the face right now. Do you want him to stay a puppet, or do you want him to be CG?
Couchman, I am very proud of you for noticing that and pointing that out. Absolutely, I think he should be a puppet.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because as we all know, I say puppet in the metaphorical sense, because we all know that the Alf actually is real and he's an actor on the show.
Right.
He actually is an alien life form who is on the show. Who plays himself.
Do you remember his late night show?
I remember the cartoon show. He had a late night show also?
He had a late night show. It was amazing. It was basically Jay Leno. Right?
Okay, I did see him like in a suit interviewing someone.
Oh, so yeah, no, I don't know, but I don't think it lasted too long. But like, it got down to points where like he's interviewing like people on the street and everything, and like he goes up to this chick and goes like, "I have a tattoo of you," and he's like, "Whoa, really?" And, just kind of, what the medical term would say, tramp stamp of Alf, which I found very, very off-putting. and it is his late night. Okay. Alf just needs to come back 110%. There needs to be a show. There needs to be another movie. There needs to be a late night talk show. Like, he needs to come back. That's all. Period. I'd be so happy. You have no idea how much I loved this little dude.
Alf was amazing. You know something? This is a super cringe moment, but I still have the Alf stuffed animal from when I was just a baby.
No.
I still have him.
You're so lucky.
And it's amazing because it looks just like him. It's not one of those awful toys from back then that would only look sort of like the character. No, it's Alf. It's like if Alf was real. I still have them. I still have that thing. He has been through so much. But that's the thing. You don't abandon friends. I've had Alf since I was a baby.
That is so awesome. I had an Alf comforter set. Mm-hmm. If I was still tiny enough to be in like a twin bed, I'd probably still be rocking it.
And that's the thing.
I'd be like, "Hi, ladies." Yes. This is the Alf set.
Yeah. Slow down. You're taking your panties off way too fast.
Whoa.
I've never seen panties hit the floor so fast. Well, here's another thing, another add to that layer of lameness. I have a certain popular fast food chain was giving away little Alf hand puppets as a promotional thing. I also have one of those. And when I was a kid, I used to pretend that was his son. So my Alf has a son.
Well, no, what? I'm so cool. I didn't realize you were this big of an Alf fan. I'm actually really glad we brought this up.
Oh yeah, no. So it holds a special place in my heart. Oh. So I hope but like I'm not going to get like super. You better not mess up my childhood about it, because like I still have my childhood with me. So right. I'm not too concerned. You can't ruin it. You can only do something really stupid with something that you've got no business messing with. You know, it's something that happens all too often these days. I'm sure Couchman would agree with me.
No, far too much. Oh man, I'm just kind of. We're getting in a dangerous spot here where I'm just like running through episodes in my head.
My dad actually used to do a spot-on impersonation of Alf. Come to think of it, it was like, "I'm Gordon Shumway, ha!" You know, it's absolutely.
That was actually pretty good.
Thank you, because like I do voices. That's kind of a thing, but I definitely inherited it from my old man, because he can do so, like he does an amazing version of the Monarch from Venture Brothers when he wants to.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Oh, dude, that comes back in like 4 days.
Haha. So another little bonus topic for you.
There you go, baby.
And speaking of bonus for you, this is Kieroneus TV. We're at the bottom of the hour. I am your host, Kieroneus. With me is Couchman.
It has already flown.
I know, it flies by because we are having fun today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad we moved to Thursday. Let me just say that much.
Right.
But please give us a follow if you haven't already. Follow us on social media. Links available below this stream right here, right in front of you. All you gotta do is push the button. It takes you right there. Like and subscribe. Send us your message. Send us your fan fictions to dearkieroneus@gmail.com. We will return, and when we do, we have so many more wondrous things to talk about, including a new segment that I made myself.
Oh my goodness.
A comment from Landed.
Right.
He complimented our voices. Thank you, Landed. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Our voices or your voice?
He said you guys have great voices. Voices, Couchman, not voice.
Oh.
Just take the damn compliment.
Okay, one, my eyesight is not good tonight, so I can hardly.
Oh
read
yeah, you
stuff.
are rocking the cool shades, man.
Oh, dude, I like to call them my hate blockers.
Your hate block?
Oh, I got my hate blockers
blocking
on.
out the haters.
Right.
Dude, what I want to do is like I want to get like a picture of you wearing those shades and like superimpose it on one of those little Easter Island head things from the Mario game.
You in Photoshop is not a good thing anymore. And we will get to that shortly. But you are banned from Photoshop.
I'm not allowed to use Photoshop anymore.
Yeah, you can't use Photoshop anymore. You're done.
I lost my Photoshop privileges. Yeah,
I called Adobe.
We'll definitely get to that. But he said you can even just dub yourselves over some Space Ghost scenes. This is landed. I actually really like that idea. And as much as I love the character Thorax, that would have to be you.
I was gonna say, isn't that just what we do anyway?
Yeah, that's us.
I would be. Oh
yeah, no, that's you. As much as I love him, that's you.
Oh no, who's
and I'm Space Ghost.
Who'd be Voltor? Would that be me?
That is kind of your job. Yeah. He's sort of the mixer.
Yeah.
But no, you're definitely of all the characters on that show, you're him.
Yeah.
You're Thorax. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kieroneus TV. I am Lord Kieroneus Smythe, and with me is Sir Couchington. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I panicked.
That came. You had to stand up to grab that one out. That was ridiculous.
I do my sincerest apologies.
You go over there and you think about what you did while I talk to the audience for a second. No, I have a before the break, we were talking about Alf.
Yes, indeed.
During the break, we were talking about Alf.
Yes, indeed.
Did not realize we were both this big of Alf fans. I'm very happy to meet another person that is comparable to my age that is, a big Alf fan.
It's one of those, did we just become best friends
exactly.
moments?
Here is, I have one last question about this Alf reboot or resurgence, because we don't know if it's going to be a reboot or a remake, so I'll just call it a resurgence.
I like to think of it as a revival.
A revival, but perfect. that is the word I was looking for. The Alf revival. Who should do his voice?
Well, obviously they should get if he's still around. Knock on wood. They should get the original actor.
Right. I don't know why. I want to say he's not. But then again, I couldn't even tell you who it is.
Who are you thinking of in terms of modern actors?
Nobody that this is okay. I can't think of anybody who could go do it and do it really well just straight off the bat, and I'm a happy guy. I'm afraid it was part of I think it was like a subcategory, like, please don't let him be doing stuff like this, and this.
Oh, yeah.
I am horrified to think that, Seth Rogen is going to do his voice.
Ooh, no.
Or something like that, where it is going to be one of,
Okay, the name, I have his name, Paul Fusco, was the original voice actor. He was also the series co-creator.
Oh, that's awesome. Do we know if he is still with the Earthlings?
He's still with us. He's 65 years old. So he could still technically do it.
He could still belt that out. Yeah. Yeah, make it happen. Give me the original Shumway, baby.
That's
Oh.
Except no substitutions.
Oh.
Of course, again, as we all know, Alf is Alf. There's, he's actually a person. He's not a puppet.
I can't wait until this revival comes and I see my first graphic tee and I buy it and I wear it for the rest of my life. I can't wait. I seriously can't wait for this. Okay. There is a Wii. I lied. Here is the second thing I want to bring up about this.
I did not expect Alf to take up this much of our time.
No, me neither. We talked about this during the...
It's a subject we're both very passionate about, so what are you going to do?
Exactly. Do you know who owns the rights to Alf right now?
Ooh.
Because I do.
Oh, no.
And it's Sony.
Oh, dear. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not the okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I will totally agree with you there. But it's Sony.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any. I don't think that's really going to be a factor. But aren't they the ones doing that Happy Time Murders thing?
No, I think that's Paramount.
Are you sure? I saw a trailer for it recently.
I'm not 100%.
God,
I haven't looked at that since we talked about it.
God, I hope he doesn't. I saw an advertisement for it.
Oh my God, is he gonna make a?
I'm really hoping that he doesn't show up in Happy Time Murders. That would really.
What if he's the murderer? That'd actually be kind of freaking hilarious.
No, thank you. All right, let's see.
Well, no, that wasn't a Jim Henson thing, was it?
Oh yeah, that's right. The hang on, I'm looking it up as we speak.
Yeah, no, but this is
Brian Henson is directing it.
So Brian Henson is directing what? Happy
Time Murders.
Okay.
I don't know about Alf.
Right.
I don't think Sony Pictures is gonna completely botch it up. I think what's gonna botch it up is if they do any of the things, if they do anything but the list that I've made here.
And that's the problem. It's a Sony picture. Don't tell me they're not gonna mocap that thing. It's not gonna be a.
Oh, look. Yeah, okay. Just think happy, think positive thoughts, Couch Man. Come on.
I'm really excited for this. Even if he was what. Even if he gets the Disney treatment of live action Beauty and the Beast. I'm still gonna go see this, no matter what the hell it is.
Well, I'm not excited about the Alf reboot. I'm just excited about Alf. I love Alf. If the reboot's good, if the reboot's bad, no, that has no bearing on how I actually feel about Alf.
No,
I'm not going to start hating Alf because it sucks. So that's just let's move on with our lives because they can't resist the urge to remake or reboot something.
Ugh.
But I interrupt your regularly scheduled program for an important public service announcement. Are you a loser among losers?
Wow.
Do all of your friends think you're a worthless noob?
I don't have friends.
Is your self-esteem so low? That's good because this is you're in the right place. Is your self-esteem so low that a disproportionate kill-death ratio will reduce you to a whimpering blob?
What is self-esteem?
Never fear. Simply get in touch with one of our friendly gaming coaches and we'll get you whipped into shape. With rates as low as $13 an hour, seriously, you can go from Fort Noob to Fortnite. That's night with a K.
What a bargain?
Have parents? No problem. Video games aren't just for kids anymore, so mom and dad can join in the fun. We'll make sure that you and everyone in your family can play this overrated game well enough to not get viciously bullied on social media.
Wait, is this now a problem that people are getting bullied on social media because they suck at this game?
It's just a sort of societal thing. It's kind of the way things work now. You get bullied on social media.
So is this just like, so basically is Fortnite it was a huge thing that if you couldn't dance, you got made fun of? Like, is that what this is now? If I can't Fortnite, I'm lame.
You're getting ahead of me, Couchman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So
no,
excited.
because I know. Well, so am I. My parents swore up and down to me that you could not make money playing video games. They told me that being good at video games would not put food on the table, and if I didn't straighten up and focus on my schoolwork, I would wind up as a meth head on Detroit Avenue.
Holy.
Now here we are, 2 hours later, and we've got people literally making money teaching people how to play video games. They're making as much as $80 an hour in some cases, according to one of the coaching sites I've got pulled up here.
Wait, what? There's coaching sites?
Oh, yes, Couchman. Actual professional coaching sites. He's wheeling over so he can look at them.
No.
Yes.
No, this actually looks nice, too. Wait, go back up. Oh, this is horse.
They've got their stats posted as to how good they are, what they can teach you. I've got several pulled up.
Wait, there's a whole bunch run with there's a Counter-Strike?
Right. It's they don't. Oh my God, I'm beside myself. I should point out, though, that this isn't necessarily a new thing. As I said, many sites already exist that teach people how to play video games. This site called Game Sensei offers training for games like League of Legends, Dota 2, Gwent, and Elder Scrolls Legends.
The hell's Gwent?
That's that card game in The Witcher. It's got like its own game now.
Again, I haven't played that. I want to really bad.
You haven't played Witcher?
No.
Oh, you should. It's an excellent game, Couchman.
I told you I want to get like the definitive version.
Well, I have a copy, so I'll have to.
Huzzah!
I'll have to let you play it. Yeah, it's really good. There's also Game Hours, which is a networking site to connect you with various gaming coaches. It's completely mind-blowing, honestly. I honestly have no opinion on this. All I can really say is that I hope people get what they want out of this particular thing. But my advice, if you want to get good at gaming, just play games. That's the best way to get good at gaming, is just sit down and play them.
I'm going to apologize for this before, but no, I got an opinion on this, and this is bullshit. I was born in the wrong time. All right? Normally, I'm like, man, I wish I was born in the 80s. I get to hear some really cool music, or the 70s. I would have seen some really cool things. No. This is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Couchman, you have to be good at the games to actually coach people how to play them. That's the thing.
No. Okay, but this is the thing. Apparently, there are children, let's not lie, no adult is coming up to their kid and saying, you suck at Fortnite, so I bought you a coach. These kids are coming up to their parents and saying, hey, I suck at this game.
Well, that's not actually true, Couchman.
What?
No, according to IGN, it actually is a lot of parents who are getting these coaches for their kids, specifically because they're worried that their children will be bullied and seen as outcasts by their peers because they're not good at these games.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of words I want to use right now, but I shouldn't. I already used my one uh-oh word for the episode a few seconds ago.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, it's yeah,
that's stupid.
Yeah, I agree. I tried to be Switzerland about it, but yeah, it's just play the game. Don't worry. Look, I get up on Twitch constantly, and you see me bite the big one every single time, almost. I mean, I'm not that bad, but I'm pretty bad sometimes.
I'm not Couchman.
You know, it's like, and I'm not afraid. It's so don't you don't need coaching. I mean, look, I'm sorry for you entrepreneurial guys out there trying to make money on this deal. I really am sorry. But I don't necessarily agree with this. You know, it's like you should just play the games yourself and get good at them. I would recommend that, if anything. But on the other hand, if you think of it like playing an instrument, and I'm kind of reaching here, I'll admit, but if you think of it as like playing an instrument, that you kind of do need a teacher for. You know, it's like you're not just going to be able to pick up a guitar and instantly know how to play it. But most games come with in-game tutorials. And really, it's all about just experimenting, and yeah, you're going to die a lot of times, but eventually you'll get good at it.
Get good, noob.
I mean, you shouldn't... And really, if you're worried about your kill-death ratio being low, just open up a new account once you finally...
Yeah, it is a free game.
Once you've finally mastered it, you can just open up a new account and the slate will be completely clean. But really, don't freak out about your kill-death ratio. I mean, that's so ridiculous. It's completely asinine.
I have a buddy who used to be so hardcore, like COD player, Call of Duty guy who was like, I can't let my KDA go under a 1.3 because I want to be a little bit above average. But like me, I was like -6, but he loved playing with me because I played the objective. Like, if we were playing Capture the Flag, I'd have, like, 17 captures and, like, a bajillion deaths, but I'd be doing what we're supposed to be doing.
This isn't your GPA, okay? This is not going to affect your ability to get gainful employment unless you think only of making money on video. This, and by the way, this went in a complete different direction than I intended. But it's just, I was just going to tell a bunch of jokes, but honestly,
this is asinine.
Yeah, it is. It is really, really, really ridiculous. This is not something you need a coach for. This is something that you just need to do. Otherwise, you're taking it too damn seriously.
Yeah, that's where I'm standing. This is not that game. This is not the greatest game of all time, and you need to be good at this game.
I am a gamer, and I'm telling you, and it's not. Remember, it's not just Fortnite. It's a bunch of other games too.
Right. Okay.
It's like your math homework, your English homework, playing the guitar or the piano or the violin. That's something you need a tutor for. Playing Fortnite, that's like getting a coach to show you how to play hopscotch. You need a hopscotch coach. You know, it's like at a certain point you just got to say, "Well, I'm not really good at this," and you walk away. That's how you learn who you are in life. God, I'm soapboxing hardcore here, but God. Good freaking Lord.
No. Okay, here's the thing. Either realize, you see, you're missing, okay, not you. You. Yes, you. I'm talking to you, the person who is actually willing to buy a coach because you're this bad at it. And I don't know, maybe you have some aspirations of making, some sweet E-League dollars. You can still play video games for the rest of your life. Look at all the YouTube guys that do it. It's not because they're super good. It's because they're actually funny. Some people might actually loosely call them comedians, and they suck at the freaking game that they're playing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fun otherwise. The worst part about this game is if you're just okay. If you're okay, you're screwed. If you're average, you're screwed. Either be great at it or suck so hard that it's funny. That's like, this is so stupid. Why? Like, and this is the other thing. I don't want to co-stand on your soapbox here. But what was that game you just were talking about? The game within the game?
Oh, Gwent.
Okay. P.S. Parents, if you're worried about your kid getting bullied on social media because they're really bad at this game, no, they're getting bullied at that game because they play that game because it's a game within a game.
Okay, now Gwent is not the. I'll say this much: there aren't any kids talking about Gwent. I think specifically that's for people who want to play it on like the professional level.
What, is it a card game?
Yeah, it's a card game. It's like an esports tournament type thing.
Oh, it is an esports thing?
Yeah.
Everything is esports now. Well,
it's in the same capacity that League of Legends, Dota 2, and Hearthstone are. You know, it's something people like to compete over, but again, remember that these are video games, and you should not be taking them this damn seriously.
Yeah, this is actually kind of hilarious.
I am a gamer having to tell other gamers to chill the hell out.
Chill out, bro.
But as I like to say, we've got to learn to police ourselves, otherwise people will try to do it for us.
I gotta learn how to police myself, or my mom's gonna buy me a coach for Dota. Well, know what? I've switched on it. I switched.
Wow, that was fast.
Here you go. Parents, are you sick of your kids acting like little spoiled bungholes? Threaten to get them a Fortnite coach and blast it all on social media. That's shut them up real quick. I'm telling you that right now. I think this is brilliant. If you use it as a weapon, it's great.
No, I feel like it's one of those things where like it's a keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing, where it's like, well, Jimmy's parents are getting his kid are getting him a Fortnite coach. Why won't you get me a Fortnite coach so I can get my KDA up? I hate you. It's like, what kind of spoiled brats are you raising? All right, I'm going to a dark place. Let's go to a darker place. Kieroneus TV would like to take a moment to recognize a show called Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. A friend recommended this show to me, and I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, there are only 6 episodes in total. They all center around a fictitious horror writer named Garth Marenghi, who spends the entire intro of the show stroking his own ego before he even rolls the tape. Dark Place, as it turns out, is the name of a hospital that our titular character acts out the role of the protagonist, Dr. Richard Douglas, MD. I believe I might be mixing that name up a little bit. Strange things happen at Dark Place, including but not limited to a virus that turns people into apes, demonic possession, and an alien spore that turns people into broccoli. The editing is atrocious, the camera work is shoddy at best, and the special effects are laughably bad. But this is the whole appeal of the show. It also helps that the actors work well together and the comedic timing is perfect. Honestly, I would highly recommend this show to film students or anyone looking to go into television. It purposefully highlights everything you should not do when creating a show, including looking directly at the camera, ignoring the rule of thirds, and padding out the clock with unnecessary filler. On a scale of 1 to fantastic, I give it an 8.
Whoa!
Pretty high up there. That means that it would star with me in a buddy cop movie.
I've only seen like images of this, and it looks something special, dude.
Oh, it is. I wish I could actually just like show you an episode here, but I would just urge you to actually look for it. It originally aired in like 2004, according to Wikipedia.
Where did it air?
Channel 4, the British television.
Oh, okay, that kind of makes some sense.
But it didn't like take off very well, I guess. But like it's got a lot of the same people who are involved in the IT crowd, which you can find on Netflix, and that show's freaking hysterical.
Oh, okay, so it was made to be just horrid.
Yeah, it's intentionally bad.
Okay,
and that is why it's hilarious. Definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, I love this. I want this poster.
Couchman,
what is she looking at?
Couchman, you're definitely gonna have to watch this. This poster does not tell you enough about it. It's like such. It's so crazy. Like all you would have to do is see the intro, and you'd know exactly what you're in for. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. If you can't remember the name, which hey, that could totally relate to that.
Right.
If you can't remember the name, just type in Dark Place. It'll pop up.
Yeah, it took it like I had to go like, what is this thing called again? I got Dark Place, and it was just like you said something, and I was like, it's a show, right? And I just typed in show, and it came up.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find, but yeah, it's just remember Dark Place. It's so funny because like intermittently. It spliced in between like the commercial breaks, there will be like interviews with the cast and the crew, and of course Garth Marenghi himself, where he just sit there talking about how this was such a revolutionary show, and it was so revolutionary that they refused to air it. You know, it's like
so the dude up his own.
Yeah, he's
so great.
Getting high off his own supply.
You are just selling this so hard to me right now. It's not even funny.
It really,
I'm just about to say, hey, just pack this up for me. I'm out.
You're definitely gonna have to watch it, Couchman, after the show probably. But speaking of media, I would like to show a trailer of a game that I saw. It's called The Super Life of Pixel, and it looks absolutely adorable to me, and I definitely want to give it a look-see. Yeah, E for everyone, so at least it's not...
Right, yeah, no.
Most of the independent games that I play these days, it's like they got to go super violent or violent and dark.
You see, like, that's funny. I feel like all the games, like, I feel like this is, like, 80% of my Switch library is filled with games that look like this.
Yeah, I guess I'm just looking in the wrong places. Definitely a huge nostalgia trip, but it looks pretty good to me.
Wow. You see, I'm a little worried that this is going to be kind of. Did you ever play Meat Boy?
I know, but I've seen people play it.
Because that looked tough as nails.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be really super hard.
Okay. Why is it only a PlayStation 4 game?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
You have a PlayStation 4.
I want I'm sorry. I want it on my Switch. Doesn't this just scream Switch to you? And oh my goodness, this TV is exactly our TV that we're using right now.
They might be, yeah, the Kieroneus TV.
Right.
They might be trying to compete with Switch and their nindies, so to speak.
Right.
Nintendo's got a lot of indie titles now, and they're kind of making a big deal about it. So it makes sense that they're.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I love all the indie games that I've been buying.
As I like to say, a lot of what happens in the market is determined by, well, what's Nintendo doing? Let's do that.
Right.
Let's try to do that, but better.
Either that or what did Nintendo do?
So yeah, sometimes, but like I said, they just seem to try to copy Nintendo.
Right. Oh man, I'm a little upset with this now. I was like so happy. I was like, cool, can't wait to spend $19 for this and play it while I'm
on the toilet.
Yeah.
You could still technically play it on the toilet if you just wheel your TV in and your console.
Okay, wait. I'm going to say what I was going to say. I am not that desperate. And now I'm going to tell you the truth. I have done that on many occasions. I have actually, a lifetime ago, I'm not kidding you. I set up a series of mirrors. So, like,
Like the Mummy,
Oh, totally.
where they have all those mirrors bouncing light off to light up the room.
Right. So like, it not only could I see it through my bathroom mirror while I'm doing my do, but it was also the right way around. I thought I was genius.
No, that is genius. that is awesome. Wow. I have a whole new respect for you, Couchman.
I'm not gonna lie, I love this episode.
We're having fun tonight.
Yeah, I'm having a little too much fun on this episode.
Well, speaking of fun, it's time for a bit I like to call "How Did They Meet?"
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, wow, this is gonna end soon.
I take 5 random characters and put them together, and it's up to us and you, if you'd like, to decide what crazy circumstances occurred to bring them together. For tonight's festivities, I have chosen number 1, Yoda.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, Pikachu. Number 3, Geralt of Rivia. He's from The Witcher. This is going to be a little bit harder since you've never played The Witcher, and I'm only
Okay, no, he's the main character.
I've only just found this out tonight that you've never played The Witcher.
Oh, that's why you kind of made us think about it.
Number 4, Venom. And finally, number 5, The Wicked Witch of the West. So, Couchman, we've got to try to come up with the circumstances that would bring all these characters together.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is it Venom or is it Eddie Brock Venom? Is it just the symbiote or is it the not symbiote, the symbiote?
I'm going to offer flexibility on this one. If you want him to be just the symbiote, have at it. Ooh. In fact, I kind of like it. So that's going to be a factor. It's just the symbiote.
Okay.
That's
okay.
good. We're working together on this project, so I'm with you on that one. It's the symbiote, and Geralt finds it.
Yeah, no,
he's wandering through the woods trying to find some herbs, and he finds the symbiote. But he's on his way to go kill the Wicked Witch of the West. Because that's one of the quests that one of the bajillions of side quests that he accepts.
Right.
He's going to go kill the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, and he got the quest to do this from Yoda.
I was going to. That makes the most sense. I was gonna do the comedic route.
Okay.
And say. His target is the Wicked Witch of the West, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes to a swamp because that's where they live, blah, blah, blah. Stumbles across the symbiote. Gets in a giant sword fight. You know, he really can't see what's going on. All this other nonsense. He hits whatever is attacking him down. He goes, finally, you wicked witch, I'm going to kill you. And then all of a sudden you hear, which I am not, I am Yoder's. Like he because they're both green. And they both live in a swamp. I thought,
well, no, the
fight.
Wicked Witch of the West doesn't live in a swamp. Does she? No, she lives in a castle.
Well, yeah, no, she lives in a castle. I don't know. So, okay.
Honestly, Couchman, it's like you didn't think this through. It's like I just dropped this on you.
Right. Okay, so Geralt is given a quest by Yoders.
Right. See, when you say Yoders, there is a brand of onion dip.
I know.
So don't say Yoders. That's going to confuse people.
But they're both so delicious. Okay, no. So Yoda's
just chilling in the woods. He sees the broomstick flying overhead with the witch astride it. He's like, dark this is, must get quest taker. And so he posts a bounty in town, and Geralt takes it. While en route to go take on the Wicked Witch, he decides, I've got to get some herbs to fight the witch, because science magic.
Because science magic, your favorite thing of all time.
He makes he makes himself some healing potions and like some poisons to fight the witch, because that's what you do in The Witcher, Couch Man.
Okay.
While en route to find these, he sees a black sticky substance sticking to the trees, almost like a spider's web. He goes to investigate. He pokes it with his sword, and then all of a sudden, it just jumps on the sword, travels down, and starts wrapping around him. He tries to shake it off, but of course he can't, and he gets overtaken by the symbiote.
I'm being quiet because I'm going to backtrack on your thing, because I just thought of something metal as hell.
I'm actually going to go ahead and let you say.
Okay. All right. We're going to pick up. Instead of him finding the symbiote, he comes across. We might have just had a psychic bond here. We might have done it, because I think you just saw where I was going. He comes across a Pikachu. He's hungry, right? He's gonna go hunt this thing. It's a Pikachu, so it's kind of it's crafty and it's everything else, and it starts going away and everything else. He shoots. Let's say like he has a crossbow, right? Arrow?
No.
Does he have a ranged weapon?
He has his magic.
Okay, he shoots magic at him. He shoots magic at him at the Pikachu. Pikachu is now bleeding. It is on death's doorstep.
Oh wait, he does have I like anything that involves Pikachu getting horribly maimed. He does have a crossbow.
Okay, crossbow, boom. Pikachu's bleeding. All of a sudden, and it's in this dark, damp, nasty cave. Geralt's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna eat tonight. And all of a sudden, from the top of the cave, starts oozing down some black liquid. It lands on the Pikachu. And now it's stage 2, baby. It is symbiote Venom Chew.
Symbichew.
It is Venom Chew, baby. And this thing is a monster. It has all of Venom's power, all of its hunger, all of its beastly abilities, plus it's electric as all hell.
Lightning bolts.
Right.
There are so many ways we could go with this, and we should go more. I was thinking something along the lines of, trust me, I love that. I love your idea, especially because it involves Pikachu getting horribly maimed. I was thinking somewhere along the lines of, maybe instead of Geralt getting possessed by the symbiote, the witch gets the symbiote. So now just like all of her wicked intentions combined with the bestial power of the venom, and of course she's got her crazy magic powers, she'd almost be a world ender, I think. But on top of that, she has got her very own battalion, squadron of flying Pikachus. I'm pretty much stacking all the odds up against poor Geralt here.
Right.
But he does team up with Yoda, the super powerful Jedi Master, to take on this, and just like what would possibly be one of the craziest, most awesome battles of all time. My God, I am picturing it in my head, and it's beautiful.
Dude, I don't know. Venom Chew is
awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of in it for the Venom Witch.
You see, like, this is in my mind.
Well,
okay, in my mind,
but like she's still got the pointy hat and the cape and everything, but she's also got the venom, the claws and the big mouth and tongue and all that.
You see, that was going to be my question. What does what does she look like to you? Because I could not, like, when it comes to becoming a, you know, the worst version of a mythical, you know, magic user, it just became like a venom dragon to me.
You're like, thinking Maleficent.
I really am. I know I am, and I can't not think of that.
Dude, Maleficent with the symbiote. Good Lord. That's like that time I saw Galactus with the symbiote. That was
or Moon Dinosaur.
That's just a bit too much. Moon Dinosaur.
Or Moon Boy and
isn't it Moon Girl?
It's now Moon Girl. It used to be Moon Boy, and it used to be like a monkey guy.
Ah, okay. Well, that was pretty fun.
I like that. That was actually really fun.
I'll have to come up with 5 more for next time. But yeah, I definitely had fun doing that. Well, speaking of fun, it is now time for something completely different. Some unused scripts for the classic British comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus have surfaced. Michael Palin will be releasing these scripts to the public very soon. The scripts include a Wild West bookshop and a missing scene from the Holy Grail comedy featuring a gay pink knight. I'm not being derisive either. The knight was written as a gay character. You froze up for a minute there, Couch Man.
No. Oh, if it's... Seriously, there's a quote-unquote deleted scene that we never seen or heard of before.
Right. Well, it was going to be something along the lines of King Arthur comes across him, and he's in a very sassy gay stance. He's like, you know, if you want to get by me, you're gonna have to give me a kiss. You know, and because naturally King Arthur would have hang-ups about that. He's like, no, that would be the conflict. That's kind of funny to me. I mean, it's not like world-shakingly funny, but it's still kind of funny.
It's playing out in my head right now. It is pretty funny because the way I see this going, just that scene is, you know, you can't go by without giving me a kiss or whatever. And Arthur, everybody just starts saying, like, Arthur, you just got to do it. Come on, you're a great leader. We'll all turn around. We won't watch. And he finally, begrudgingly, just says, fine, everyone shut their eyes, right? He goes up and the knight goes, not you. Him, and he points to the guy who does the coconuts.
Oh, right.
And Arthur's like, oh, thank God. Yes, go do it. I have a wife and child. I don't want to. I think it's morally wrong.
I am no king, and you will do as I command.
Exactly. Where it just kind of turns the page.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been really funny.
Well, I haven't read them, so I honestly can't attest to it, but I see no earthly reason why they can't be improved upon. I think in this new age of entertainment, there's a niche for every form of entertainer. So maybe they should, you know, someone out there can put it together. I don't see it ever coming to pass since Monty Python's been over for like a century almost.
Okay, well... Okay. We've had interesting conversations on how, you know, what we think our demographic is. Do you think people know, like, let's say sub 20s, right? Do you think sub 20s know what Mighty Python's Flying Circus is?
Monty Python's Flying Circus, you can't. I don't think you could talk to anybody in entertainment today. I can't really talk for the current generation of viewers,
right?
But definitely anybody in entertainment today has at least heard of Monty Python, Monty Python's Flying Circus, or Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They've at least heard of it, and like I'm pretty sure a majority of them were influenced by it. Like it's one of the main reasons they wanted to go into show business and to entertain people. Mm-hmm. So as for the audience, people under the age of 20, their parents have heard of it.
Yeah.
Which means they'll hear of it.
Wow. I don't know. Here, indulge me on this stupid little game that I just came up with.
Sure.
Do you think they've seen Mighty Python? Let's say, do you think they've seen Mighty Python and the Holy Grail? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I think he's seen it. Yes.
Do you think he likes it?
I think he probably does.
Oh, you see, like I could see.
He strikes me as a guy who would like it.
See, he strikes me as a guy that's feel like, this is stupid.
He did. He's done a lot of crazy things.
I mean, he's done crazy things, but nothing anywhere near. Okay, no, he did that Bambi SNL skit, which was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Because you're such a sports guy, LeBron James.
I want to say he's at least heard of it, but no, he's not like super into it.
I would say he's heard of it. He's never seen it.
Yeah, he's definitely heard of it, but I don't think he's ever seen it. Again, I don't know. We're just guessing. Okay?
I am totally just shooting arrows in the dark here.
Yeah, we're playing a new game where we guess which celebrity saw/liked Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I can tell you one who I definitely think did and does like it, Vin Diesel.
Oh, Vin Diesel's a giant nerd. He loved that.
I don't doubt for 1 second he's seen it and loves it.
Yeah, he loves
I
that.
I could quote just about every line of it.
He probably could. He probably could. Okay, you bring up Vin Diesel. Did you see? Have you? Whenever like an expo comes around or whatever, like his birthday comes around, there's always this. There was a toys expo.
Oh, I saw that video.
And he's doing the street sharks.
Yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious.
Like, yeah, and it's like the coolest. Like it is. He is selling the living hell out of these toys.
Look at the street shark.
Dude, they don't like pizza. That's for posers. Like he physically said that, and I'm like, this is the best. I'm like, Vin Diesel is a hero.
Oh my god, yes, totally. Ooh, I think I have another one.
Who?
I lost it. You'll have to give me come back to me.
Okay. James Franco.
I definitely think he's seen it, and I definitely think he likes it.
Oh, I could see him seeing it and despising it.
He might be like, I don't get it.
Right.
But I think he probably, because like I'm basing it because I saw Pineapple Express, and I feel like that's probably more him than he's willing to let on.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a stoner. I'm just saying that's that's a lot of his personality, and that's what's up, Wicked Jester? Welcome to the party. we're impromptu playing a game of which celebrity do we think saw/liked Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Okay, here's one that kind of touches the sub 20. He's 22, and I know he makes all the references to the old movies. Tom Holland. If you don't know who that is, that's the new Spider-Man. He's young. He is English too.
He might. Well, yeah, definitely if he's English.
I forgot he's British.
Yeah, he might. I'm very strongly leaning towards he probably does. Hell, probably even plays Warhammer. Because that's a pretty British thing too.
That's a pretty British thing too. I'm trying to think of somebody like super serious.
Super serious?
Yeah.
He's dead, God rest his soul, but I would probably pose the question, Christopher Lee.
Oh, he's
British, so...
Yeah, I think, I hate saying you almost have to take off the British cats.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you almost have to.
I think he probably likes it.
Oh, I guarantee he loves it.
Yeah, he probably likes it. Like, he's just, like, he's not, like, super into it, but, like, he does. If it was on, he would watch it and he would enjoy it. That's how I think Christopher Lee would react to it.
I'm trying to think of a female.
Well, we've already gone super sellout city and went for a Marvel actor, Rosario Dawson, Scarlett Johansson, but Rosario Dawson, I think she probably has seen it and does like it. I want to believe she does because I like Rosario Dawson, and
ScarJo, probably not.
Yeah, no.
I could see her just being completely oblivious.
We could be wrong though. I mean, she did the SpongeBob movie.
Did she?
Yeah, she was the mermaid in the SpongeBob movie.
That was just a paycheck.
Yeah, but that movie was awesome.
Whoa, okay. We could bring that up a completely different. I just realized I was like, oh Lord, what happened? I had Tom Holland's because I was going to call him Tom Hiddleston, and that I know that is not right.
He probably did.
Hiddleston? Oh,
yeah, he probably does and does like it. I mean,
he's probably watching British it too, right now.
Is he British, or does he just fake that accent for?
No, he is very British.
Okay.
One of my favorite. Never wanted this car ever until I saw this commercial. It's a Jaguar car commercial, and it has Hiddleston and just a whole bunch of sea of other like British actors. And just like, why are the British always portrayed as the bad guys? And they're like in helicopters going away. Is it because of our dark toned voices?
I have seen that commercial,
and I'm like, yeah. I was like, I want a Jaguar.
Hey, all right, stop pimping for Jaguar. Come on.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's go for someone from the DC side. Ben Affleck. I can almost say with 100% certainty he's seen it and loves it. I'd be willing to bet on that one.
I will say this. He's seen it. He loved it.
Yeah.
He does not like it anymore.
Why is that?
I think he is in, if you look at his resume, even with the movies that he's making, that does not even come near the ballpark he's in, especially with the two gangster movies or the one robber movie he made, the gangster movie he just made, how dark his Batman is.
Oh, you think he thinks he's too cool for it now?
Yeah, I think he's too cool. I think he thinks he's too cool.
I don't think that's fair.
You know what? He is a... Oh, wow.
Listen, I don't want to go off on that tangent.
No, I don't think we should, because I was going to say a lot of weird things.
Because we're almost out of time. And speaking of entertainers... Right. We serve up live entertainment each week, so please feel free to check out our YouTube channel. We box it up and serve you the leftovers of our entertainment. All you have to do is follow the link right here on the page. Click the links below, and also feel free to send in your fan fiction, care of dearkieroneus@gmail.com. Nothing has brought me greater happiness than reading/performing the material you guys send in. I mean it. My life has never had more meaning than when someone sent in erotic fan fiction of your humble host and someone named Boxman. Couchman was later written in.
I know. I came in third act. Ridiculous.
But you would agree with me.
No.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh, no. That is a constant. I'm going to say this for sure. That when, the Couchman clan is around the Thanksgiving table, that is going to be... the number one brag I am going to say, and I will say it many a time because I will be joyous and merry.
Somebody wrote erotic fan fiction about me.
Yep. Like, what did you do today?
But hey, like I said, click the links. Enjoy, subscribe, follow. We are here to entertain you. But that's all for now, folks. We will see you next time. I am Kieroneus. With me is Couchman. This has been Kieroneus TV. Join us next week.
Thank God I gotta get my Fortnite tutor. Yeah.